And welcome back to Summer Rose Court, a Rwby visual novel. The Xiaolong encampment has just been attacked.
Oh
no! And I got Elena, and I got Travis. So let's go forward. Yes! And I can guarantee that this will happen again. Here? Somewhere else? I don't know! But it will happen again! I'm doing like exactly the face she's doing.
And the pose.
There are ancient protection spells that defend our plane, and they are dying. We need a true-blooded heir to rekindle them. That's you, Rwby Rose. We need you. If you don't come with me, this will continue to happen until humanity is eradicated from this plane and eventually every other. So do you think, like, this is part of the Rwby multiverse?
What if we take the city and move it somewhere else?
What if we take all of the humans in this plane of existence and move them into a universe that isn't useless?
Yeah! Or put them up in the sky like I do in Minecraft to get away from my problems.
Or like they did in The Legend of Zelda to get away from the darkness of the surface world. However, if you take up your royal duty as their heir apparent, then you can make it clear, your people, that these are not just isolated incidents. We cannot forget, and we cannot twiddle our thumbs until another, much worse attack happens. So I will ask you again, will you return to Beacon and claim your birthright?
No. I mean, yes.
She just flat was like, nah.
I'm good.
Take my chances.
Oh my God.
As it turns out, that translates out to, I am the Grim.
Wow.
That makes so much sense now.
Such an eloquent language.
I don't answer immediately. I look at Glinda, and then almost anywhere but at her. And then I think of my toothy underwear.
Oh, I remember those.
Yes, my bony underwear.
Oh my God.
I'd been almost certain of my decision that night before, but much has happened in those few hours, and I'm no longer so sure.
I say you go for it. It honestly couldn't hurt, you going there. And hey, it might be nice to get a change of scenery. Seeing the same desert every day wears me out. I'm just not sure I can do it. I'm not much of a queen. Well, that's why I'm going with you. That way we can both be bad queens together.
Talking about bad queens.
Yas, queens.
Yas, queens, yas. So do you think Yang would have died there if we didn't help her?
I think she would.
Probably.
Well, okay, fine.
All right. Wait, do you think people have multiple chances to die?
Yes,
Oh,
undoubtedly.
oh.
It's very easy to get people killed in this game.
You can't do that!
This
You
universe.
should stay here with your family.
What family?
Oh.
The words slip out before I can stop them. Some part of me still has trouble believing I can accept. I've been accepted here. Truly accepted. Yang slaps my arm, trying to be gentle and teasing, but almost knocking me flat. No, Travis, you gotta slap the arm.
Is
Just
that...
slap it. Yeah.
There we go.
We got flu shots. Ow, okay. I was like, what do you want? That's exactly what I'm doing. I told you I wanted to take a trip with you, Rwby. Now we can. We just might not want to come home for a while is all. Go to Pekin.
Oh my god.
Duh.
Oh my gosh.
Completely
You
just...
can just say no. You can be
Just
like,
completely just ignore any and all character development or any furthering of the plot. I think this might end the game.
in a bad way.
I think it might just end the game. It'll cut to a black screen and it'll be like, yeah, they stayed there for a few weeks, but then
Then
they
he
got...
freaking died.
We should make it a point to save frequently, because you never know when we finish this. We might want to come back and like do a most terrible ending, like where we record ourselves doing getting bad ends and making bad decisions.
You know, I'm fully about that. So, yeah. I mean, of course, we can't save it right before this one, but we have that save from our previous file where we can also just choose to stay with Glinda and see if Yang dies.
Yep.
But different day. So we're going to go to Beacon because that's clearly where the game's telling us to go.
Clearly.
And I'm going to save it and slot 10. There we go. And
Hey, it's been exactly a month since we played.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Don't look at that, everybody. I looked up at Glinda and nodded.
All right, I'll go to Beacon.
What if bringing her the beacon gets her killed? Much of the day is spent caring for the wounded and the fallen, and going through the destroyed village, seeing what is ruined and what might be repaired. Glinda and I help as much as we can, but she makes it clear she'd rather be on the road. At last, I stand alongside my sister and Glinda as Yang says her goodbyes. I only smile, trying to hold back tears as the clan bids us fond farewells. I'd only lived here for a few years, but they had been a rich and wonderful few years.
Look, Rwby, you've been here roughly 5 years. And I know when the time comes, in another 5 years, we'll see you again. Maybe even 5 months. Maybe even 5 weeks. But I guarantee you the time will come where we see each other again.
Thank you,
Only in increments of 5.
You still owe me 5 gold pieces.
Thank you, Mr. Blacksmith. That was touching.
Just call me Smith.
You got it, Smith. I'm wondering why I didn't leave this kid with you. You got a good head on your shoulders.
Uncle Crow, when'd you get here?
Oh, sorry, I'm not in the store yet. Boop!
Oh, he was about 5 hours too early.
Too late?
No, early.
Oh.
Guess he's gonna show up in the plot later.
Oh, I got you.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Me too.
Because Crow's the only voice I can kind of like, do.
Okay, hang on.
Just before we leave, one of the older women gives me a small charm.
I read that really quickly and I thought it said one of the older women gives me a small child. I was like, wait, what?
Care for
What?
this child, Miss Rose. He's Pot Grim.
Oh wait, that's the dragon one.
He's the future we're looking for.
It's an intricate piece of art. Amber and blown glass, metal and dragon bone. The dessert and its entirety is held within. And when I look at the flaming heart of the Xiaolong clan etched upon the surface, I realize what it is. A blessing, a talisman given from an older relative to a younger one. A promise to come home safely when the journey is over. I
5
clench it
years.
tightly in my fist, trying not to show how close I am to tears. This really is my family, my home. If only I had just seen that sooner. I feel like you felt that way, like
Yeah.
I
Almost
felt this
the-
way the whole time.
exactly. Taylor Swift is here, and she understands.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Lucky to you. Lucky to you, Ruby Rose.
Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem, sweetheart.
You should really lay off of that. Oh, sorry.
The Grimm are gonna kill me long before any of these do.
Oh my gosh, she's crying.
What's up with the moon there? It's got like the light, but there's like this purple here. Was that just... I'm just gonna stop questioning it.
Yep.
Oh look, we got our dragons.
Urgh.
Good Celica, and good Ember.
Urgh.
By the way, those dragons are named after Yang's gauntlets.
Yeah, they
Those
are.
are their names, yeah.
Yeah. That's where
Once
I thought
again,
of
the
them
person
from.
who I'm pretty sure is one of like the people who worked on this game told me that.
Yeah.
Along with gave us a link to a guide to make sure Weiss doesn't die.
Good.
That's good.
Because people seem to have the most trouble with her, which gives me confidence that we'll be able to keep most people safe.
That's good.
Yeah.
Most of them.
With that, we climb atop the sand dragons, give a final wave to the Xiaolong village. We ride off, and it isn't long before the village is out of sight.
Urgh.
Only then do I allow myself to cry, though I keep quiet, not wishing to disturb Yang or Glinda. So with a bright moon to guide us, we go to the capital of the Kingdom of Vale. Bacon Academy.
Bacon!
It's tasty. Oh, are we in
See.
chapter 2? I'm gonna guess if I... Oh, there we go. Act 2, Pot 1. Ozpin is definitely not evil. G.
Sure.
Draconic resilience shortens our trip by half. Why? Oh,
Why the rush anyway? We've agreed to come along, isn't that enough?
my colleague, Lord Ozpin, his life is at stake.
Because Ruby's not at the throne?
Precisely. The throne has its own magic, and it does not suffer usurp. That's a really, really smart throne. That's a really,
Yeah.
that's a good security measure. So usurpers, anyone not of the Rose bloodline who dares to use the throne's power is drained of their aura. This is eventually fatal.
Fatal.
Well, I guess that kind of...
Ugh.
Well, I guess that kind of takes... Well, it doesn't necessarily take it entirely away, but it's very unlikely that he's a villain if he's going to eventually die because of this.
Yeah,
I mean,
point
let's
taken.
talk about President Snow. All right.
Just remind me. What am I missing?
Game of
Hunger Games?
Hunger Games.
Yes.
Yep.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Hunger. Yes.
Game of
My
Hunger.
favorite knockoff Hunger Games
Games.
series.
That would actually be like a half-decent crossover.
President Sleet versus President Dollar.
President Snow's the White Knight.
It works out so well.
Wow.
Anyways, I think that's where we're going to end off this episode for now. So thank you for joining us, everybody. We hope to see you in the next video, because remember, every video is a party, and you're all invited to the next one.
Instead of my usual goodbye message, I'm gonna leave this the more you know message from Emperor and Celica.